All right, here we go. Now we're moving on to being live. And I
have it that we're live streaming.
Okay, well that's good. I am working.
We're live
on seeing us. Where are we? Hello. All right. Hi, everybody. Let's see if I can.
Well, you froze on me. Hello. Okay, well, hi, everyone. I'm Amber Salenbier of Knots Untied Within, and I'm a certified emotion code and body code practitioner. Hopefully that you can hear me very well. I'm not sure what happened to Holly, but hopefully when her internet kicks back in, she'll be coming online. So you might be wondering what the emotion code is. The emotion code is an energy healing modality that was created by Dr. Bradley Nelson, who is a holistic chiropractic doctor. And over his brick and mortar business of treating patients for chiropractic, he has figured out that a lot of the issues that his clients had were based on trapped emotions. So how does the emotion code work? Well, we have 7 keys that we need to have a successful emotion code session. The first one is hydration. So we both need to be hydrated because our cells are made out of water, and we're not only emotional beings, but 80-70% of our body is made out of water. It helps with the flow of energy and everything else in our systems to flow if we're hydrated. Then we have a magnet. So what the magnet is, you can use any fridge magnet. You can use your hand because your hand is made out of it's electromagnet. Or I like to use hematite magnets. And you set the intention. So once you identify the emotion that needs to be released in the area, then you go ahead and you use magnets and you run it over the governing meridian, which starts at about here and goes all the way back, all the way down to your tailbone. And you clear whatever emotion needs to be cleared. Then we have muscle testing. And muscle testing is a form of biofeedback. It's applied kinesiology, and a lot of holistic doctors use it because it allows you to connect to somebody's subconscious and to get the answers that you need. So for today, for example, we're going to be connecting to somebody's subconscious and finding out what emotions are trapped within the body that is causing them to have neck and shoulder pain, because that is, the area that we're working on. So what I would do is I would put my needs aside and I would connect to your subconscious and, doing muscle testing and keep going from there. Then we have, that's really hard to see, but permission. Nope, sorry, severity. We're on severity. So severity is, we need to know, what is the severity level of your neck and shoulder pain? Are you at a 1 where, it kind of, has a little bit of pain, but you can still kind of move? Or are you, 9, 10 out of 10 where, it's really stiff, you're really struggling to get through the day and you just can't move your neck? And whatever, the severity, it's valid. Whatever you're feeling is valid. So, whether or not your subconscious says something different, the subconscious only knows a portion of it, but what your consciousness is feeling is valid, and it's very much true. Then we have permission, which is really struggling. So just like I wouldn't enter your house without your permission, I certainly wouldn't enter your energy field without permission. So I would need your permission in order to work on you. Or if I was working on your dogs or your kids, I would need your permission. If you wanted me to work on your husband, I certainly couldn't do that without his permission. So, if you wanted me to take away his anger, his grumpiness, I wouldn't be able to do that without his permission, because it is his energy field. Then we have proxy. So what proxy means is that because we're all created and we're all made of energy, it kind of works as a cell phone does. So it works along frequency. So I'm able to connect to somebody else's energy or to their subconscious from anywhere in the world. So I have clients in Australia, in the UK, in the US, anywhere in the world. I have worked on people, and just sitting in my house, you know, sometimes we meet on Zoom or sometimes we meet on Messenger. Hi, Holly. But really, I can meet anyone, anywhere, anytime, as long as I have your permission. So then the final thing is the emotion code chart. So what the emotion code chart is 60 emotions that are on this list that, you know, the subconscious knows this list. So it will help us to identify where it is on here that that the emotion is, so that we can, it's just an easy way for the subconscious to pull it out. And each of the different emotions come from a different area of the body. So it all depends on what frequency that emotion is, where it's coming from in the body. So I've gone ahead and done the 7 codes or the keys, and I've talked about the emotion code book. Holly, welcome back.
Hello. I guess I've kind of missed out here. And so sorry about that. It is living in the country and having country internet. And so unfortunately, right when I really want to use it is right when it goes down. So we're gonna have to work on that. So thank you so much for talking about everything, keeping everybody going. I had no idea what was going on behind the scenes here.
That's okay.
So
That's okay.
once again, let's see, I'm gonna try to, I am trying to connect to the event so that I can see if there are any people visiting us. Do you have an ability to see who's here?
No, nobody's coming on. If you're on and you're watching, you know, welcome. You know, put your name, where you're coming from in the comments, and whether or not you'd like us to work on you. We're able to release your neck and shoulder pain today. At least reduce it to its, you know, to its a comfortable level for you. So go ahead and put that in the comments.
Yeah. And so if you are watching, so what we would need is actually 3 things from you. One, we would need to have you type the word yes, and that would give your permission for us to work with you, to connect with you. And then the second thing we would need is to have you identify your location of discomfort. And if you could be really specific, that would be helpful to say if it's, you know, the left side or the right side, it's, you know, in the back of your head or in your shoulder. And then if you could also give a severity level, somewhere 1 to 10, to say how much it's bothering you. And then Amber and I will scroll through the names. We're going to see who we're going to work with. And then hopefully, if we're able to work with you, we will reduce your level of discomfort.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it goes, yeah, sometimes it goes from a 7 down to a 5. Sometimes it goes from a 10 to a 0. And the reason is that sometimes these emotions have been with us for a long time, and so they have a very strong hold. And sometimes your body's just not ready to release every emotion all at the same time. So if we can release it down to a 0, that would be fantastic. But you know, as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, and so a lot of times these negative trapped emotions just aren't ready to be released all at one time. So
very true.
I'm still feeling a little verklempt. I lost my internet. So, but if your internet does work, then we can connect globally. And so that is a wonderful thing, because it's not like traditional therapy where you have to go lay on a couch and go back and tell all our problems and troubles and keep talking about them over and over. And so one of the beautiful things about being able to ask the questions directly to your subconscious is that it's just a yes or no question. So we can say, is there a trapped emotion? Is it, you know, do we need to know what age it happened at? We don't need to know what the actual traumatic event was. So if it's a minor event, that's easy to release. You know, you may not even remember it ever happening, but there's a lot of people that have had some very serious and traumatic events, and you just don't want to have to go back through that old story again. So the wonderful thing about doing the emotion code this way is that it's a pretty fast and efficient system, and it can work really beautifully, actually very elegant. And Amber, I don't know if you had a chance to talk about what people can feel like during the session, but sometimes people feel nothing. Sometimes people feel very tingly or giddy, or they might get kind of hot, they might get kind of cold. It's just some way, you know, sometimes you have some sort of feeling in your body that you're aware of. And then with processing the emotion, again, sometimes people really don't feel much, but they would notice, like in our case, when we're talking about head and neck pain, that it's like, well, gee, I guess my headache is kind of lessened, or maybe they would still have the headache yet this evening, but they'll wake up tomorrow morning and the headache's completely gone, and it's not something that's going to be coming back. So it doesn't mean that you wouldn't get a different headache, but this one could be going. Go ahead, Amber.
So we have our first volunteer. Her name is Nina. Nina, what we need, so her pain is chronic. We just need to know what side, if it's in your neck, shoulder, and what side it's in. And if you give us permission, so she does give us permission, and whether Nina, if that's your true name, and then we go ahead and we connect to your energy, and there are 60 emotions on this list. And we go ahead and we pull out whatever emotions that are sitting in your neck and shoulders to release it, so that, you know, you're at a 7, we may be able to drop you down a notch or 2.
All right, so then Amber, I am not able to see the comments, but if you'd like, I'd be happy to work on Nina.
Absolutely.
Okay, so then let me just go ahead and see about connecting to Nina. Nina, I'm not sure if you have any water, but if you can take a little drink of water, that would always be helpful.
So her name is Nina Bobina, and it's left shoulder rotator cuff, nerve pain down through her arm on her left side.
Okay, all right. So what I'm going to do is use my kinesthetic muscle testing. And so what I want to do right now is when I use my fingers, I'm actually going to drop my hands down. But what I do is get a solid feeling, a solid connection if it's a yes. And then if it's a no, it just goes right through. And so if you've not seen this is just one form of muscle testing. And so if you've not seen this before, it can look a little different, but it's amazing how reliable it is. All right, so right now what I'm going to do.
Nina Kimmins.
Okay, Nina, and is it Nina?
Yeah, Kimmons.
Okay, Nina. All right, so Nina, we're going to see if I can connect. And so can I connect to Nina? Am I connected to Nina? Yes. Okay, so now does Nina have some, I usually do this kind of quietly. What I'm doing is that, so I'm saying that, yes, I'm connected to you, Nina. And so now I'm going to be asking if you have some kind of pain in your shoulders that we can release. And I'm getting a yes for that. And it's something that I'm just wondering if it's with using the chart. Then I'm going to ask if it's in the column A, or is it in column B? Is it A even? Is it A odd? Is there more than one emotion? Yes. Are they all in the same row? Yes. Is it A even? Is it A odd? Is it column B? It's column A. Column A, so it's all in the same row, even row, odd row, even. Is it row 2, row 4, row 6, row 2, row 4, so it's row 2. So what I'm going to be doing in row 2, I'm going to be releasing the entire column of row A2. So that's anxiety, releasing despair, releasing disgust, Releasing the emotion of nervousness. Releasing the emotion of worry. All right, so now I need to ask some more questions. And so with your, are these emotions all Nina's? Are they absorbed? No. Did they release? Is there any more? Is there any vibrational resonance? Are her shoulders aligned? Is the right shoulder aligned with the left shoulder? Yes. Is the neck aligned to the spine? No. Is that are there emotions for the neck alignment? Yes. Is it in column A or is it in column B? In column A. Is it even? Is it A odd? It's A even. Is it row 2? Is it row 4? Is it row 6? Is there more than one in row 6? Yes. Is it humiliation? Is it jealousy? Is it longing? Is it lust? Is it overwhelm? Do these belong to Nina? No. Did she absorb them? Yes. Is it, do I need more than 3 swipes? Yes. Do I need more than 10 swipes? No. So, okay, so releasing absorbed lust, releasing absorbed overwhelm. Okay, so did I release all the lust? Yes. The absorbed lust. Did I release all the absorbed overwhelm? Yes. Is there more to release regarding? No. Is there anything else to release for her regarding her shoulders? Tingling pain down her arms. Is there a tightness? Is her neck aligned to her spine? No. So there's more for the neck and the spine? Yes. Is that on the emotion code chart? Is it on the trauma chart? Is it column A? Is it B? Is it C? Is it row B? Is it B? Is it even? Is it odd? Be even. 2, 4, 6, B2. Is it B2? Trauma chart B2, B4, B6, B4. Okay, B4. And are these Nina's? Are they mine as Nina? No. Did she absorb them? Yes. Can we release them? Yes. Is 3 swipes enough? No. Is it 10 swipes? Is it more than 10 swipes? Is it 8 swipes? Okay. So, and what's the severity? What's the severity? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay. So releasing B for 1, trauma chart B for 2, B for 3, B for 4.
What she's doing is she's identifying the trauma chart list, which I don't have a copy of here. It's abandon, sadness, frustration, resentment, blasphemy. So she's releasing those emotions that are on the trauma list.
Do I have any vibrational resonance? No. Did I release everything I need to for tonight? Yes. Okay. So Nina, can you roll your shoulders around a little bit, see if anything has moved or changed at all? And then if you could put a reply in the comments, and then Amber will tell me what it is. So what I did was I had absorbed some of your emotions, some absorbed emotions, a vibrational resonance of emotions. And then there's something else. It's also called the stress chart, or it's sometimes just things that have come to you in another way. So Amber, are you seeing any response from Nina?
Not yet. Nina, if you could let us know, just get up and move around, drink some water, and let us know how you're feeling in the comments to see if any of that has changed for you. If you're feeling anything, we'd love to hear from you.
This is available.
So she says she can feel movement in the nerve releasing and feeling more fluid. So that's awesome.
That is awesome. And so what I'm going to do then, Nina, is I'm going to disconnect. So can I release everything back to Nina? And I am back to Holly. So
she felt a release in her spine that was new.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, take it easy over the next day or two. You know, you might feel some of these emotions come up. Just allow them to process and to release from your body. The pain might get worse. It's 20% of people say that they feel worse. So it might get worse, but then usually what I found with my clients is that it'll drop down and then it might get a little worse. So if they were at a 7, it might go up to an 8 for the next day. Kind of like when you're working out and, you've got some sort of, as everything's going back into its natural flow, there might be some inflammation. And then usually about day 3, 4, it'll go down below what it was, has been my result. So usually I recommend my clients to, take an Epsom bath or I do hot cold showers. I really find that that's helpful with inflammation and pain, is if I alternate a minute on, minute off, and definitely drink a lot more water and just kind of take it easy.
Yes, so definitely.
She feels the pulsating in her arms. So that's the energy going back to its flow. So what happens is that it's a ball of energy. These emotions can be, the size of an orange to the size of a cantaloupe, and they're sitting in our energy flow. And it's kind of like a stream. If you put a big giant rock in a stream, that energy or that stream is going to come to a halt, and it's going to need to find a new way to keep going. So it starts going around and distorting the sides of the stream. So it causes new ways to go around. And that's what's happening in our energy field, is that this energy is starting to, there's now this big ball of emotion. So now it's trying to find a new way. And when it's trying to go around, it's no longer contained into the energy field. It's now interrupting our physical tissues. And so it becomes a lot harder and causes inflammation and stuff in our physical tissues. And the more that we ignore it, the longer it goes and the worse that it gets.
Yeah, so make sure, Nina, that you do hydrate, drink a lot of water, go easy on yourself, take care of yourself, just as you should do every day. And some people wake up the next day and they're sluggish and tired, and other people wake up and they feel very light and giddy. So I'm hoping that you are definitely going to be feeling better. And so really happy that you were able to join us tonight and that this session is going to be helpful for you. So that's terrific. Yeah, and so too, Nina, if you could also over the next couple of days, if you have an opportunity to come back onto Facebook and just leave a message for me or private message me, you can do it either through getfeelingbetter.com or through the Get Feeling Better Facebook page that you joined us on tonight. So that's always a wonderful thing to be able to hear the good news. So I would appreciate you sharing a good news story with me.
All right, everyone, I guess that's all the time that we have today.
Well, thank you. This has been certainly a very interesting evening. So thank you so much. Sorry that I had to, black out for a little bit, but thank you, Amber, for being able to hold down the fort and keep everything going. So I really appreciate that we were able to do this together. And then thank you everybody for joining us. And so make sure that you either visit me at getfeelingbetter.com or Amber with releaseemotions.com, or on her website or on her Facebook page, The Knots Untied with Anne, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly. So, all right, everybody. Well, thank you so very much. And we will see you again next time. We'll be here next week.
Yes, next Monday, same bat channels, same bat time.